Under neon lights, we take a stand. Knights and wizards across the land.
Happy Friday, my fellow nerds. It is I, your favorite idiot, the OGGM, coming to you from Site B at 9 o'clock on the dot on a lovely spring morning. It's Friday. It's time to take a look at all the tabletop role-playing game kickstarting crowdfunding thingies that are coming to an end. And look what the very first one is. She just announced it, and now it's already coming to an end. Its last day to support it is April 9th. This is the ShadowDark RPG world setting, the Western Reaches from the Arcane Library, which has already broke the $1 million glass ceiling. A lot of people are really into this. It's Kelsey's, I guess, home campaign for where she's been running ShadowDark, all these news. So if you haven't had a chance to jump on it, you can. Now, unfortunately, it is a little pricey, and a lot of people are starting to notice that. So currently we are at 1,634,680. We got 8,474 backers and 19 subs. 19 days left. Is it going to hit 2 million? I don't know. Nothing but support. But when 229 gets you everything, 45 just gets you the zines, 59 gets you the PDF of their Western Reaches and the core accessories. What if I don't want the accessories? What if I just want the Western Reaches? She hasn't done that one yet. Western Reaches guide for 85 for the print copies. Core set gives you the same thing for 129. Premium slipcase for 149. Everything that she's made for ShadowDark so far for 199. And then the premium to 269. And then the super premium for 349. I don't know what most people are getting. I do feel that for the PDFs, that's a little pricey. I mean, what are we paying $60 for? The art? I mean, I appreciate you, Kelsey. I love you. I support you 100%. I'm so happy you're the one to accomplish this. Everything you've done is just amazing. But on the other hand, a lot of people are saying it's too pricey, especially for the PDF. I'd like to see just a PDF of the core book for like $20-$30. I did back it, but I did the make a pledge without a reward, unfortunately. Which, I hate, but I want to support her and I want people to know that I support her. But on the other hand, it's just a lot of money, Kelsey, but people seem to be really excited about this. So I can't, hold on. We seem to be suffering mechanical difficulties here. Hello? I seem to have broken the internet. We'll be back in a second. Oh, there we are. Don't know what that was. I'm having a lot of computer problems. What? You? Computer problems? So if you haven't had a chance to back that yet and you've got that kind of spare change and you want to support Kelsey, there you go. If you want to support Kelsey, but you don't want to spend $60, you can do donate with no rewards. Maybe toss it a t-shirt or something, Kelsey. I hate to bag on her, but, Then we have Castle Zag from our good friends at Troll Lords Game. This is $230 for the PDF and print version of all 3 books and the slipcase with a pay over time option. I believe that's the first time we've seen this. So we've got the beginning of Castle Greyhawk converted to Dungeons and Dragons under the name Castle Zaggy because Gygax couldn't use Greyhawks. Over the years, we've seen bits and pieces of Castle Greyhawk, but we've never seen the whole thing. This is at least the beginning. The 3 volumes has got the Citadel, which is the town. It's got the Ruins, which is the castle, the Eats Mark, and the Mouths of Madness, and the first level of the dungeon. And the Cellars, featuring levels 2 through 5 of the dungeon. So they're not done. They're only getting the first 5 levels of the dungeon and the city, except of course they already did the city. So why do I need another city? of the same city, because you already did the city book. That was the first one. But if you've ever been curious about Castle Greyhawk, you can get this. 230 seems a little pricey. Let's see if there's a cheaper. $80 gets you the PDF. Still seems a little pricey. $180 gets you the print. I don't know. Is there a lot of people out there who really want to do Castle Greyhawk? I think so. I think a lot of people are curious. It's just been that great white whale of tabletop role playing where people have heard about it. People have seen bits and pieces of it. There's a lot of people out there who claim they've been through it or have it or. So here we have, this is the final complete, the first 5 levels of the legendary Castle Greyhawk. Obviously, we can't call it Castle Greyhawk, so it's Castle Zag, but it's Castle Greyhawk, and it's what Gary devoted, most of his life to. A lot of the infamous dungeons in the history of the hobby are actually just chunks of Castle Greyhawk that, that Gygax represented as a smaller form. Isle of the Ape and Island of Dread were both just originally pocket dimensions that were connected to Castle Greyhawk. The Land Beyond the Magic Mirror was another one. I don't know if Tomb of Horrors was or wasn't just a level of Castle Greyhawk that he made into a separate dungeon. I don't know enough, but yeah. So fun. Here we go. A lot of people are excited about this. From Aaron Chronicles, we have Zamanora, Ballad of the Witch. This is Dungeons and Dragons adventure for $95. Gets you the PDF and the print version of the core rulebook, sourcebook, GM screen, and art prints. Combines Balkan and Slavic folklore into 5e with a little bit of Powered by the Apocalypse. It's 400 pages dealing with Zamora, the Ballad of the Witch, and Zabora, the Ballad of the Witch, Monsters and Fables. So this is fantasy inspired by the real world. So is this an adventure or a campaign setting? Because it says adventure, but it reads like a campaign setting. So it's a campaign setting based upon Slavic and Balkan folklore and Legend of the Mist, which is another role-playing game that was offered by Powered by the Apocalypse. Now it's been converted to 5e. So I don't know enough about Balkan or Slavic folklore. Baba Yaga, I think? It's Russian anyways. So rustic fantasy RPG. And there's got a wizard who's wearing a hat made out of leaves, and he's talking to some strange looking foxes and a hummingbird. Don't know enough. From Paleo Games, we have Professor Primal's Portfolio of Paleontology, Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, $45. Dinosaurs for 5e. It's dinosaurs for 5e. Who doesn't love dinosaurs? What else do you need to say? It's dinosaurs for 5e. From Studio Accurate, we have Secrets of Magic, Lore and Magic Toolbox for 5e, and Fate Forge. So this is Dungeons and Dragons and Fate. Fate. $110 gets you the PDF and print versions of the Secret of Magic and the Secrets of Magic spell cards and the Beyond Transcendent collection. From the studio behind Fate Forge, you get a new look at magic for 5e, including 250 pages of lore, player option rules, potions, crafting, and more. You guys need to start differentiate whether it's 5e or 2024 5e or whatever. Though this one specifically says it's for both, but since they're separate games, we are not backwards compatible. So are you presenting them both in the original 2014 format and the 2024 format? Because they're different. So we really need to start people having differentiate that. This is the first time I think I've seen somebody say, yes, it's for both. And for Fate Forge, don't know what Fate Forge is. Does anybody know what Fate Forge is? Is that just somebody who took Fate and represented it? It's a toolkit for more magic for your 5e game if you feel you don't have enough magic. $110 feels a little pricey, but yeah. Bramble Track. This is Tales of the 100 Acre Wood. This is basically the Winnie the Pooh role-playing game. I've heard some good things about it. It's $78 for the print version of the book. Also get a journal, cards, and a map. We know we love the cards. It can be solo, GM-less RPG, but there's also rules for group play. The characters in the 100 Acre Woods with problem solving and stuff like that. Heroism with no fights. Fun and whimsy, so problem solving. A lot of problem solving is like, oh no, Pooh's stuck in the thing. So just think of the Winnie the Pooh cartoons, and then think, how would I turn the Winnie the Pooh cartoons, or just any non-violent Disney cartoon, cottage core type game? But it's Winnie the Pooh. How can I play Winnie the Pooh in a role-playing game? Doesn't Disney own that? Nope, they lost the copyright license to it, and they chose not to renegotiate and get it back. So Winnie the Pooh is public domain. Thus the 2 Winnie the Pooh themed horror films, and this, because you could use Winnie the Pooh and Piglet and all the others and not get in trouble with Disney. I am sure there's a lot of people out there who are going to get this simply because it's Winnie the Pooh and it's cottagecore. And, you know, as much as we bag upon cottagecore, if there's any setting that feels like it'd be perfect for cottagecore, you know, Winnie the Pooh kind of does. From Night Studios, we've got Enemies of the Night. It's for Mind's Eye Theater. My God, there's a name I haven't heard in years. Really? $75 for Vampire the Masquerade live action play. Mind's Eye Theater, adding new things. It's got Enemies of the Night and Laws of Reckoning for basically new stuff for the Vampire the Masquerade live action role play, Mind's Eye Theater. Jesus, it's been at least 20 years since the last time I heard Mind's Eye Theater mentioned. I mean, I guess people are still doing Vampire the Masquerade LARP. I just can't remember the last time it's come up. That is just, wow, out of nowhere. Somebody dragging back up Mind's Eye Theater and LARP Vampire the Masquerade. Well, good luck. I mean, it'll be interesting to see if there's still interest in that after all these years. And that's it. So, I mean, $78 for this feels like it could be fun. I mean, I know it has an audience. More 5e magic. Dinosaurs for $45. I mean, get that. It's dinosaurs. Another 5e setting using a different part of the world. Castle Zaggy, $230. I don't know. I mean, the nostalgia and the curiosity, but after all these years and knowing how many other mega dungeons are already out, I don't know. I think it'll do okay. I mean, obviously it is doing okay. I think it could have done better if it wasn't so pricey, actually. Will she win all the rewards again this year? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, you know, she's definitely a force to be reckoned with, and we've done a whole video about it. But really, the fate of the future of Shadowdark lies in fans like you and me, which is why I'm making so much modern-day Shadowdark project, because it is such a good engine. Anyways, good luck, Kelsey. Congratulations. Good luck, Troll Lord Games. Congratulations. A few years ago, I would have been really excited about this, but now I'm just like, it's expensive. I'll probably never use it. It's really more just a curiosity. You know, you've heard so much about Castle Greyhawk. Does it really resonate in today's 2025 gaming society? Or is it like, I don't know. I mean, there's better mega dungeons out there than this. It is the first. It does have the denotation of being the very first mega dungeon, so that's important. You tell me what sounds interesting to you. I'm the OGGM. Thanks for sticking with me for this look at all the tabletop role-playing game Kickstarters. I'll post the links in the comments down below. Stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you soon.